Hey guys, Rachele here with Amethyst Ascension. If you are new here, welcome. And if you're returning, thank you so much for joining me again. So today's video is going to be a major tarot and oracle haul. And I got a little special item at the end that I want to show that's not tarot or oracle. But, so within these, let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 decks here. October was a major haul month for me. Now, one of these was something that I got from US Games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them were Kickstarters that came in the month of October. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them were like horror decks, you know, like Halloween decks kind of thing, because I really don't have much by that way. And then a couple other ones that I also wanted to add to my collection. So where to begin? Oh my gosh. Okay, seeing as how it's October, let's begin with like the, you know, like the horror based or darker based decks. So here's one, the Nicoletta Ciccoli. I have seen this so many times, and I'm really not drawn to this for like child work or anything like that, but it does make me feel like a little bit of yeah, maybe shadow work, but kind of like horror, you know. It makes me think of like the twins from The Shining. It is such a cool looking deck though. I was wondering how I could really use, see, there's the twins, red rum, right? It is beautiful. The artwork is beautiful, but I'm not one for, at least not as of yet, doing like childhood work, you know. That's not really been part of like my shadow work or anything like that, my inner child stuff. But maybe eventually I'll get to it, so we'll see. But this is like kind of like horror to me. I really like the cardstock too. So I haven't worked with this one yet, but I think it could be a lot of fun. Another one that I got is the Gothic Tarot. And this one is illustrated by Joseph Vargo. And I know that Lady Blind Wolf had asked whether or not this was the Anne Stokes one. This is not the Anne Stokes version, but I thought it was pretty cool. I did not really care for the big borders. This is how big they were before, so I cut them down significantly. That's what the backs look like, and that's what they look like now. But I thought that the coloring was really cool on these, like the metal, and then the blue and the red, and the gold. So those are the main colors that are in this. And then I ended up, after cutting it down, putting like a red on it. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I could see working with this in conjunction with a couple other decks that I got, but also with like the Tarot of Vampires by Ian Daniels, and what's the name of that one? Oracle. It's the same creator. Madame Padmita's or something like that. Oracle, which is super cool. So that's another one that I got. Another one that I got that I've seen so many times, and I just never picked it up. So that is the Zombie Tarot. I like the box and everything. It's so fun. And another one that I still have not gotten that I'm probably going to end up grabbing as well. And these need to be, look at, I don't know if that's normal, but they're like miscut. A few of the corners are not cut all the way or something. But I can fix that. But another one that I still want to get is the Housewives Tarot. I think that's kind of fun. But this is fun and quirky and fun for doing like fun spreads with and stuff. You know, it's the apocalypse. Are you going to survive the apocalypse? This could have been a very fun deck to use. I did love the Walking Dead for a while. I started losing interest once Glenn was, you know, that awful moment that even my daughter's like, I'm done with this show. That's it. I'm done. We used to watch it religiously, and then that happened. That was the beginning of the downfall. But anywho, so another one that is kind of like a dark deck is the True Crime Oracle cards. This is by Empath Soul. This is another one of those very inexpensive decks, Oracle decks, 80 cards that you get from Amazon. And this one was all around true crime. And I have another one, so I thought together these could be kind of neat. The other one was like $80 and has roughly, I think, the same amount of cards. And granted, that was done by an independent place. And this is somebody that's can afford to mass produce these, because $16.99 and $9.99 and $13.99 is the prices that these are going for on Amazon. And they're really friggin' cool. So this could be kind of fun to use, like for certain kinds of readings, and hard hitting for other kinds of actual readings, right? For solving true crime stuff. So that was another one. Another one I got, and I love this box. I love that it's not on the bottom. So if I put it up, it's still like that. It looks really cool on the side, but I don't have to worry about when I pick it up that it's going to fall out, because they put it on the top. That's the right way to do one of these kind of boxes, in my opinion. Here's the book. The book is super cool. And I thought that this one would look really good with the Gothic Tarot. This one. The coloring and everything. We can try that really quick, but I can't remember where I seen this for the first time, because I've seen it on quite a few people's channels now. But I thought it was so cool, and I went through it, and a lot of these, I know which ones they are. That one, I'm not so sure of. Of course, that's Halloween. And that's like Teen Wolf or something. The werewolf or whatever. Scream. I think that's like cat people. Carrie. Dracula. The Fly. Curse. Is that the Ring? Yeah, that's the Ring, I think. What's this one? Phantom of the Opera, I think. Oh no, maybe not. I'm not sure on that one. I showed this to my husband. He's like, yeah, it's Jaws. He loved it. It's funny. Devil. I'm not sure which one this one is. Nuns or something. I don't know. The Nun. Who knows? That's Leatherface. That's Chainsaw Massacre. Freddy Krueger. So Nightmare on Elm Street. Nosferatu. Yes. We just watched Alien, the new one, a few nights ago. Escape. What is that? I'm not sure. Is that Hellraiser or something? I'm not sure. That was one. Oh no, that's that, right? Face. I'm not sure on that one either. Heredity. Or Hereditary. That was wild when the head got cut off. I was like, no, I did not see that one coming. Fate. I'm not sure what that is either. Is that like Christine or something? I don't know. Fertility. Oh, Wicker Man. This is the Wicker Man. Frankenstein. That's probably Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Like, what is that? Is that Witch? I just remember the goat. Forbidden. I'm not sure on that one. I didn't say I knew them all, but I know some of them. American Werewolf in London. Some weird science dude that was doing experiments. It's like the island of Dr. Moreau or something. Pet Cemetery. Children of the Corn. Exorcist, oh my gosh. Hunger. So Night of the Living Dead, maybe. The Thing. Kurt Russell. Cujo. They Live. This is where they can see reptilians with the glasses. We've got the Funko Pops. My husband's got the Funko Pops for They Live. The Bride of Frankenstein. This deck is so friggin' cool. Oh, Jason Voorhees. Friday the 13th. Yep. Yeah. Gremlins. Don't feed them after midnight. Birds. The Birds, I think. Rosemary's Baby. That one's the Phantom of the Opera. Right. That one's Poltergeist. Carol Ann. I am enjoying this deck entirely too much. Bates Hotel. So that's Psycho. I'm not sure what that is. Suspicion. Maybe like aliens or something? Like The Host or something? I don't know. It's just like Get Out or something like that. Ooh, Pennywise. It, right? Red Rum. The Shining. The Evil Dead, maybe? Creature from the Black Lagoon. King Kong. And the Blair Witch Project. The Blair Witch. This deck is just fabulous. I loves it. I loves it so much. You see why I had to get this super fun deck, and I thought that these two will go really good together. So that's it for the like Halloween-y, you know, like horror, dark season kind of stuff. So this is one that I had been wanting for a while, the Talisman Oracle. I love symbolism and working with like sigils and stuff like that. It even comes with a whole bunch of like different like tracing paper, like vellum paper, like a whole thick envelope of them. So like for tracing, I believe, the emblems. How cool are these? Creativity, Luna, mindfulness, finding love. I have not worked with this yet. I literally just got it a couple of weeks ago. It's really cool. I've been eyeing this one for quite a while. So, let's see. What else do we have here? Okay, a couple other ones. So, I got this one also because it's one that I had been looking at for like ever. And like I just got done saying, I love the symbolism. And this feels like it's got so much deep symbolism without all of the colors and stuff, which you can see symbols easier that way. And I know that this one's based like on Thoth or Hermetic. Based upon the esoteric workings of the Secret Order of the Golden Dawn, right? By Jeffrey Dowson. Dedicated. Okay, so that makes sense. All the sayings down here. Yeah, very much like the Thoth. But also like some of the other, I have one of them that's like the Golden Dawn. Or a couple of them that are like Golden Dawn decks. But this is really cool. So that's another one that I wanted. I got this one from my local metaphysical store. I like to go there and support them as well. I also got this from my metaphysical store. You know, I am a sucker for goddess decks. And I thought that this one was really cool because there's two for each one of the goddesses. One that's for like the talking about that particular goddess. So let me see if I can find one and show you. Give me a second. Okay, so I pulled out the two Hecate cards, or Hecate, however you say it. So one says Lady of the Night, the other one is Crossroads, Choices, and Fate. One is card 1, her blessing card, crone. Card 2 is the invocation and crone. So when you go into the book, let's find 17 and 18. All right. So call on Hecate for help. Oh, this is so cool. I, Hecate, shall light your darkest hour. So it talks about Hecate, or she speaks. And then the next one is like an invocation of her into your practice. So I thought that was pretty cool because I've really never done an invocation before. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do one, but because I've never worked with goddess energy that way. Or any energy for that matter that way. But I thought it was very cool, and I love the goddesses that are in here. Like Inanna and Ereshkigal and some of the Sumerian, right? Which you don't always get. So I thought that was pretty cool. And I loved that Hecate was in it. Okay, so, and the other one that I got at my local metaphysical store, and I got the Nicoletta Ciccoli and the talisman. Did I get the talisman? Yeah, I think I got the talisman at my local metaphysical shop. along with the Great Goddess Oracle, the Hermetic Tarot, and the Nicoletta Ciccoli. Liminal Spirits Oracle by Laura Tempest Zakroff. Come on. So here's the cards. Deer, cat, hare. I don't work with animal spirits for tarot, okay? The association, most generally I don't. There's always exceptions to the rule, but most generally I don't. However, I do like working with animal spirits in oracle decks. That just changes it for me. Probably my own personal hang up, but then we've also got crystal, we've got metal, clay, fiber, bone, mushroom. This seems really cool. Like I had not worked with this one yet either. When you get a whole lot of them, it's hard to work with every single one, especially when you're doing like themed months like we are right now. So, but it is one that I'm interested in. Whether it stays in my collection, I don't know. We shall see. But that was another really cool one. Laura Tempest Zakroff, Liminal Spirits Oracle, Witches Spirit Cards. Very cool. And the one that I got from US Games is the Find Your Magic. I got this the beginning of October. I did my walkthrough a couple of weeks ago. It's just, I just put it on today as of when I'm recording this. I'm not sure when you're going to see this. I've still got, oh my gosh, videos from 8 months ago that have not aired. It's ridiculous. Okay, so now let me clean off my desk so I can get to the other ones, the Kickstarters. Okay, so let's just briefly look at the ones that I've already done walkthroughs of, that I've already got. This is the Baroque, the deluxe version. It is so absolutely stunning. And I just adore the cardstock, everything. It's just like, I mean, that's ASMR, man, right there. I'll just be quiet for a second. Yes. And that's Oliver yawning. That is a beautiful shuffle. So I got that. And at the same time, I also got the little travel edition, which he did respond to me that there was maybe 50 left. I can't remember. But I believe I put it under that video because a lot of people had asked about this little travel version for this. And it's no longer available. They don't have any other plans to do any more. But he had given me, Mustafa, he had given me a link where you could get this. And I think that there was either 30 or 50 decks left. I'm not sure. But it is so cute. Oh my gosh. A little mini travel version of this is just adorable. So those were two that I got. And then I also got the Venus Morningstar Tarot from Aphrodite Studios 333. This deck is absolutely stunning. I think it turned out really beautifully. I like the cardstock. It's not linen. And this one's thicker. I can't remember if I can shuffle this one. Oh, no. This is one I can't. That's right. So, this is one that I will have to do on the side. Which it's still a good shuffle, right? So, that's another one that I got. And with that, Oliver... Okay, sorry about that. Hopefully he's done growling. Not sure what he was growling at. But what also came with that is the Amours Major Arcana deck. And like I said in my walkthrough, I'm not really one for majors onlys. However, if there is a need for a majors only deck, I have one, right? And it is right up my alley. It's so beautiful. That's so pretty. And these are larger. And I love, 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 love these bags. And I didn't remember this coming with it. Maybe it was an add-on or something. I don't remember. I'll actually have to go and check out my campaign. But anyways, that came with it. And then, of course, I got the Unicorn's Journey Tarot, now that I can say it correctly. It's Lisa Pepez's that was on Kickstarter. And so, here is the little deck. This is the little mini, does it say? Maybe this is travel also. I'm not sure. But it is tiny. But the quality is so good. I wonder whether or not I can... I can easily shuffle it like that, right? This would be a really good deck for bigger spreads. But let's see. I'm not really too good at shuffling, riffling little decks. It's decent, but I don't think I can bridge it. I think it's just too little for me. No, I'm afraid I don't want to bend it. And this is just beautiful cardstock. It is linen cardstock. I did not edge it. It came edged like that. It's just high quality. It's got the little bling on the back. Oh, it is so friggin' cute. And then here's the bigger version. Let's look at the book. Okay, see, this book was done so well. Sometimes you get stuff in the margins. Let's look in the beginning. No, this was formatted beautifully. Absolutely, yeah, this was formatted beautifully. Let me see. So we got the light and shadow spread. I didn't even look at that yet. The journey spread. That's fabulous. The Celtic cross. And acknowledgements. Beautiful. I love that these are color-coded. Sorry. Beautiful. And it smells really good. I like the smell of it. And this deck, oh my goodness. It's so beautiful. Oh. The artwork. is so good. The concept of this is so good. I'm not normally a unicorn person, but I think everybody needs at least one unicorn deck. And this was my unicorn deck, right? I mean, look at that. Look at that fool. How can I not love that, right? That's so beautiful. Look at that strength card. Mystic is such a beautiful unicorn. So that's another one. And then I got a few more here that I've not shown on my channel yet that I just recently got. All right, so I got the Voynich Tarot and the Voynich Oracle. I will say my tarot came in damaged. It was like all crushed in over here, but I, with my fingers, tried to like mold it back where it was straight, but you can see where it's clearly been damaged. But luckily, and that's so beautiful, I do wish that they would come out more, or they were more, I mean, I suppose you just mess with it a little bit, because I hate when they're really super stiff. I mean, I don't hate, but I don't prefer. This is such a beautiful deck. One of the only things that I don't like about this deck is that the guidebook is digital, okay? Normally, I don't have a problem with digital, but you can't even download the digital, so you don't have a permanent copy of the digital. It's just a website that you have to go to. So if their server ever goes down and you're using this deck and you needed I mean, that's probably a slim likelihood, or they decide not to house that anymore or something. I didn't care for that. I didn't think that that was really great. So, and when doing a digital book or whatever, guidebook, please put links in so that I don't have to scroll through the whole damn thing, right? And the reason why you might want a book is because they renamed all of the suits and they renamed all of the pages, well, the courts. So the pages are alchemists, the librarian are the knights, the gardeners are the queens, and the kings are the architect. I don't have a problem with that, but I'm going to forget. The likelihood is I'm going to forget, and then I'm going to want to refer to a book, and you have to just have a link. You can't save it once you have it. I don't understand that concept. I was looking at it earlier today, and I'm like, can I save this at all? And it even says in there that you can't. No, not really. It's just a website that you can go to for the digital. And in my Kickstarter, it said digital guidebook was part of it. Well, if it's a website, it's not really a digital guidebook that I get to keep on like my iPad or whatever. So I didn't really care about that. That kind of is disappointing. But I do think the artwork and the deck and the cardstock and the box, everything is very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. And I can think of several decks that I think that this will look really good with. And this is the tarot version. I got both of them. Those are the backs. Beautiful deck. And then the Voynich Oracle. Now this is really cool, because it's got the word and then it's got the message down below. So you don't really need a guidebook. That's not necessary. And if you can remember, you know, the architect, the gardener, see, I don't even remember them all already. The architect. Anyways. My memory is so crappy. This is why I need guidebooks sometimes. When it's anything other than your basic, right? And as far as up here, you know, that's swords. So like the thorns are swords, the seeds are pentacles, Those are the black. Well, even those are not color coded. You just got to look for the Roman numerals. Those are all your majors. And of course the name, it says it on there. But let's see. Maybe the reason why, let me see. So strength would be the same as fungi, which is water, the water. So maybe strength is associated, but it's not. It's usually attached to Leo, which is a fire sign. So I don't know. I'm not sure of all that. Maybe it's in the book, but the book is disappointing. Anyways, so there is seeds, herbs, fungi, and what was the other one? Anywho, I've spent enough time on that. But this one is really cool, and this is 60 oracle cards. Learning from forgotten experiences, creativity, inspiration, innovation, expressing yourself. I can think of many decks. That's just beautiful. That this is going to go with as well. I think it's really, really pretty. Isn't that so pretty? Sigil, a symbolic imprint from the beyond. So, those I just got, Voynich Oracle and the Voynich Tarot. Beautiful decks. Not happy with the guidebook, but beautiful decks. And then the last one I want to show you that I got is the Gothic Literature Tarot. And this is just absolutely stunning. And this came broken also. I gotta like glue it. It was all like crammed in there in the shipping. So I think I should be able to like Mod Podge it or hodgepodge, whatever it's called. This is a beautiful, I love that it's, I don't know if you can see. It's not like holographic, but it is silver. And then this is beautiful cardstock. It's rose petal. It is a beautiful shuffle. I don't feel like it sticks together. So it's like I've compared like rose petal to different like shag carpet. There's different levels of the rose petal. The kind that really sticks together, that is very difficult to separate. That's like your really thick shag carpet. This is very like smooth, flat shag carpet. So it's just like, it's got that texture, but it's not like really hard to work with, especially because the cardstock is very thin also. But look at these. Oh, beautiful Gothic at its core. This is just stunning. And we have something fun coming up for November, December, and into January. And I will be making a video soon about that. And this is going to be a perfect deck for the whole season. And it's going to be hosted by a beautiful friend of mine. And already created the digital guidebook or the digital planner that goes with it. It is simply fabulous. I'm so excited about it. I'm excited for you guys to join in. There's hashtags and oh, it's just, I'm excited. keep in mind, and maybe I didn't mention this, for those that don't like doing Facebook, I also created a Discord, and it's the same name, Divination and Spirituality Facebook group and Divination and Spirituality Discord group. And I think there's like 25 people in there so far. We just started it. And the beautiful Priscilla over at, it used to be A Life Full of Simplicity. I cannot remember. It's Priscilla Tarot, maybe, something like that. I'll put a link down below. She did so much work getting that set up for me. She is just wonderful. So please go and support her channel too. She does really good, like what's coming out, but they're long. So you got to watch them in parts, but she is extremely thorough about everything, books and decks and everything that's coming out. Very thorough. But she really did me a solid and helped me set up that group. It reminds me of like the old Yahoo chat groups. But it's really cool because we're going to try and also maybe do like a watch party of Practical Magic or something like that. We'll maybe take a vote on it. But I'm thinking Practical Magic sometime in the month of November over there, because you can easily do that on Discord versus, you know, Facebook and stuff like that and other, yeah. So, but you can also link your videos over there of new stuff that you've got coming out. We've got other, like, share your wares, so like new products or your own things that are coming out. You can post them in there. We've got like a dream one. We've got past life. So if you're doing past lives and, you know, 2 months from now and you want to put that information in there and share it, you can. It doesn't have to be part of the group. We've got an ancestor work one. More. There's more in there. There's several things in there. So anyways, if you're not a Facebook person, like I know many are not, go and check out the Divination and Spirituality group also on Discord. But isn't this just absolutely beautiful? Absolutely stunning. I cannot wait to use this over the next few months. It is so friggin' cool. Oh my goodness. Beautiful deck. All right, one last thing I want to show you guys, and this is something very special. So, I want you to meet, this is Cornelius Arthur Winston, and he is a brownie, and one of my besties, Summer, from the channel Astrology Ascend, she is a polymer clay artist. So she made this all by hand. All the little clay parts. And she uses like a moldable clay. What is it? I can't remember what she called it, but it's very flexible, right? So there's like give to it. She did not use molds for that. She does that with her hands. Look at how in detailed he is. And they hollowed out a book, put a frame on it, and he is a brownie that I put up on my bookshelves. And he watches over my library. So not only does he make sure that all of my tarot and my books are okay, but if there's any like Lonesome Fae or Lost Fae that come through, he actually carves out little like homes for them too in my library. How cool is that? And Summer made him, and she sold him, and as soon as I seen him, it took my breath away. I told my husband, and she does this thing where she allows people in the group, in her Facebook group, to name them sometimes. And, you know, or she does contest or votes on it. And immediately I said, I know his name is Cornelius. I know it's Cornelius. And Miraculously, that's what she named him. But I think it's because also she knew that as soon as he was available, because it's a first come, first serve, I was waiting right when it went live so that I could get him, because I knew he was supposed to be here working in my library. But this is just some of the artwork that she does. Isn't it phenomenal? It just blows me away. She is so highly talented. So he is special. He is so special. I keep him up on my new bookshelves now, and he overlooks everything. He is my library brownie. So thank you for spending this time with me. Let me know what you think. I'm also going to leave a link, to all of the decks, but I'm also going to leave a link to Summer's Facebook group where she sells, and her website where she sells, and you can do adoptions. And she pretty much, her spirituality is all like fae and fairy, and she connects with them on such a profound way. We've had many conversations, but I swear it's like she brings these fae creatures that come to her, she brings them to life in her art, and it's just absolutely amazing. Like I said, it's not molded, it's by her hands. Look at all the wrinkles and everything in his face. Look at the detail in his fingernails and his freckles, and oh my gosh. So anyways, I'll be leaving a link down below. Thank you for spending this time with me, and I am sending you love always.